Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and I'm going to be honest, I don't feel good. I've got a fever of 102, almost 103 degrees. I'm coughing like it's nobody's business, but I'm making this video at 3:30 in the morning because while I was trying to fall back asleep, I saw that I missed a pretty interesting piece of news that I wanted to talk about. Now, I saw this first from Greg Auman, that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have cut Keyshawn Vaughn, their running back, and it is probable that they will sign Deadrin Senat to the active roster. And then it was later confirmed a couple hours later that the Bucs are signing Deadrin Senat to their active roster. So Keyshawn Vaughn is waived from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He will be subject to waivers. This means he can end up with another team. However, if he does clear waivers, could be back on the practice squad. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers needed some reinforcements at the defensive line as Deadrin Senat already had his maximum amount of elevations to the active roster from the practice squad. Will Golston is out apparently. Vita Vea is doubtful for Sunday, so they needed some extra help. They brought in Deadrin Senat. And look, matter of fact, firstly, in the case of the Deadrin Senat signing, I like Deadrin Senat. I've had him here on the channel. He is a friend of the channel. I think he's an awesome veteran, and he really gets the job done. I really do believe that. Every time he's out there, he'll make a play or two, or at least he will do his job. And I think that is such an awesome thing. I think that is, very commendable, right? Just being able to go in, have a veteran presence, still do your job, and just be pretty good overall, right? He is 29 years old, 6'1", 305 pounds, going to be helping out at defensive end most likely. He's only logged 2 games this year. It was against the Atlanta Falcons where he logged in no stats, and then a couple of weeks ago against the Buffalo Bills where he only logged 1 tackle. And I know the stats aren't necessarily impressive. He only has 1 career sack to his name, but a couple of tackles for loss in there, a couple of quarterback hits last year. And look, at the end of the day, folks, he's just a quality backup defensive lineman. People may agree with that. People may disagree with that. The Bucs played him in 12 games last year, so they obviously like him a little bit to not just play him 12 games last year, but to also look to bring him back into the mix this year and elevate him as many times as they have done. So congratulations to Deadrin Senat. Again, very cool opportunity here, and he may get some more opportunities moving forward with all the guys dealing with injuries. But Keyshawn Vaughn is cut, and now it's time for the news that everybody's been waiting for. This was a bust of a pick by Jason Light. And I obviously don't like saying that. Obviously, you want to root for everybody that's on a team and watch everybody succeed. But 76th overall pick in the 2020 NFL draft, not great. Not great for Keyshawn Vaughn. It is, just an unfortunate situation. He's been inactive for a good amount of games this year. In fact, I want to look up his game logs this year, because he's been inactive for a good amount. You see here, he was inactive the first 2 weeks. Then he was inactive the past 5 games, folks. The past 5. I mean, that's not good. When you're inactive for 7 games out of the year, it's not a good sign. And, they tried to give Keyshawn Vaughn some chances earlier in the year. He had 9, but you just look at the yards per attempt, and it did not go well. It did not. The best yards per attempt he had was 2.25. After that, just not good enough. Point blank, simple as that. And, wish nothing but Keyshawn Vaughn the best in all of his endeavors. Maybe he is back with the Bucs. Maybe he goes to a different team. But, it is what it is. And it's unfortunate because, there were some people who saw some success for Vaughn in maybe like 2020 or 2021. He had a couple of nice plays here and there. Brady called him sneak, and everybody was having a good time in 2020 and 2021. But then 2022, 2023... didn't go well. His contract's up after this year. Very doubtful the Buccaneers were going to bring him back. And now they kind of give him a chance to potentially find some other work early in the process, I guess, so to speak. So we'll see what happens for Vaughn. Again, only 26 years old, 5'10", 214 pounds. You see the size, you see flashes of ability in Vaughn. Again, going back to 2020 and 2021, there was a couple of things there that made people go, okay, hey, let's see what he can do, right? 2021 was a fun year. He had the touchdown in 2020 where everybody's like, oh my goodness, Keyshawn Vaughn, let's freaking go. But things fizzled out after that. And again, you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers draft in that 2020, it just wasn't, you had Tristan Wirfs, you had Antoine Winfield Jr., 2 guys who are arguably some of the best at their positions. In fact, the best at their, they are amongst the best in their positions. I want to say that. And then you have Vaughn. And really everybody after Vaughn is just, they're not with the team anymore. Only after a couple of seasons. So, this was definitely a top-heavy draft for the Bucs. Wirfs, Antoine Field Jr., fantastic. I don't have to tell you guys that. Absolutely fantastic. But now you're without your third-round pick from just a couple of years ago and everybody else that was in that class. So, it's definitely an interesting situation, an interesting draft from Light, right? Because he nailed those first 2 picks, but then after that, things went south pretty quickly, and it is what it is. Also, a 2021 draft. A lot of guys aren't here from that team either. Darden's gone. Wilcox is gone. Stewart's gone. I mean, that kind of makes sense, but you still have a few guys here. But, officially, Keyshawn Vaughn did not work out in Tampa Bay. That is what it is, and the Bucs move forward. And especially with the emergence of Chase Edmonds as well, it seemed like the writing was on the wall for Vaughn. But what do you guys think about this waiving? What do you guys think about this signing? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.